Good evening, Bill Taylor, Ken's 5 Digital Center on a Tuesday night. Blessings to you and yours. We're going to talk a little bit about Francine, just upgraded to a hurricane in the western Gulf of Mexico. Now a hurricane. So this storm, we expected strengthening. We did expect this, and now she has done it. She has now become a Category 1. The good news is the forecast models, let me just switch over here, are indicating that when this storm does approach the Gulf Coast and gets a little bit closer to Louisiana, it's going to continue this northeast trek. Well, when that happens, it's going to encounter some high-level winds from the west. And it's what we call the wind shear factor. And when that moves in and it starts getting some of that increasing wind speed from the west in the mid and upper levels, the storm is going to actually have a lot of trouble strengthening. So we were here last night. Even up to some of the model forecasts this morning, we're indicating that she could strengthen to a Category 2 before landfall. That doesn't appear to be the case now, with the forecast calling for this storm to be a Category 1 at landfall. So as we take a look now, you can see that the forecast is still calling for Morgan City and now even farther east. You know, once that eastern trend started, and I'll say that was today's Tuesday. So that was yesterday morning, you know, even I think it was the Monday morning advisory that started showing us signs that it was going to be moving a little farther east. Once that usually gets underway, it'll continue to be the trend moving forward. And so the models have really carried this system farther and farther east along the Louisiana coast on a landfall potential, or location, I should say. So as you can tell here, what we've got is I'm going to take that off and show you the numbers. 75, minimal Category 1. I mean, barely a Category 1. The pressure hasn't changed much at all. So the wind speeds have come up, and that's why it's a Category 1 hurricane. But the pressure is not very impressive, 982 millibars. Remember that the standard on the planet Earth is 1013. That's a quiet, standard barometric pressure reading. So whenever it gets below 1,000, we start paying very close attention. 982 is significant. Again, Category 1 hurricane, but believe me, I mean, this is not a very dangerous situation. It's far from a major hurricane. It is a minimal Category 1. Again, moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. We can see a little bit of a better structure on it. That was a bit of the concern earlier, is that we just didn't see much of a structure taking shape and a really good eye forming. And typically with a system like this, if you're going to really see intensification, you're going to see this thing tighten up and you're going to see a well-defined eye. Just really haven't seen that develop. Notice the big outflow of thunderstorms on the northeast side of the storm center. So that's the leading edge of moisture interacting with a frontal boundary across the Louisiana coast. They got a lot of rain in southeast Louisiana already today. So it's only going up from here, and there's going to be a lot of major flooding across South Louisiana. I mean, that happens with most rainstorms in South Louisiana because a lot of that state's already underwater, never mind when you bring in a hurricane. All right, so here's landfall. We're looking mid-afternoon hours on Wednesday, tomorrow. There's landfall right there. So maybe about 4 p.m. tomorrow. And winds are expected to be at Category 1 status. You can see a little bit higher than what we have now, a stronger Category 1, but just shy of Category 2 status with winds of about 85 to 90. Two things happen when a storm is getting closer to land. It usually encounters friction because, remember, as you're getting closer to the coast, the sea bottom is going up like this. So as the storm is coming in, it starts to encounter some of that friction as it's getting closer to the shoreline. So as it does, it starts to weaken. Then the other factors I mentioned is that the high-level winds are going to be a little bit stronger closer to the coast, and that's going to inhibit strengthening. Now, here's what's interesting. The storm is expected to remain a Category 1 moving into Mississippi, and that's going to be around midnight Thursday, early hours of Thursday morning. Then a tropical storm over Jackson, Mississippi, Thursday morning sunrise, and then continuing north into Tennessee by 10 p.m. Thursday as a tropical depression, And then into southern Illinois, it's probably an area of low pressure at that point. Still a cyclone, still a good rainmaker. It'll definitely be in the, headlines for the entire week. I mean, not until Saturday, Sunday do we expect this thing to dissipate. Back to the Louisiana coast, storm surge. This is the storm surge forecast. Moving into the coast, you can see we're going 9 to 12 feet from, that's about Cameron Parish, all the way east into southeast Louisiana. I mean, just south of New Orleans, really. With a storm surge, it's possible of 9 to 12 feet. That's pretty significant, especially if this is all marshland, what you're looking at. I mean, it is at or below sea level already. So storm surge is a big issue in Louisiana. Major erosion. I mean, the city of New Orleans is 9 feet below sea level. So, what up, Matthew Rock? The 023 running into you. Is this better than the presidential? Always, man. I hate politics. I'm with you, bro. Hey, Dawn. Right? The mornings have been spectacular. At least here's the good news. I wanted to do that too. The north wind, one of the impacts of this storm is being on the west side and continuing the north wind. So let me see, I want to get the future wind model and take a look-see. If you're just joining us, let me make sure you're up to speed. Hey, Lise, how are you? There's Terry Bush. What's happening? I'll go ahead and get that looping so that I can now do my search for the winds. I want to look at the wind forecast and see if we keep this northerly breeze in. That would be nice. So nice. We should also talk dew points while we're thinking winds, because what those north winds will do is keep dew points in check, right? We won't see a 70-plus degree dew point. A tropical atmosphere will be held back. There we go. And some of these wind speeds have been gusty at times, so that always helps too. All right, so here's wind gusts moving forward. Western side of the storm, two things happen. Because there's such a tremendous amount of rising air associated with that cyclone, with this system, on the western side, you get sinking air. Notice, good north to northeast breeze starts kind of shifting a little bit, but not by much. I mean, it's a predominantly northeast wind for the next 24 hours, even almost 48 hours. That's Thursday night. The speeds look to be most significant through tomorrow afternoon before they start dying down. As a result, let's see what it's going to be doing to the dew points, the humidity forecast. It's not going to be till really Friday, Saturday that we see a significant rise on dew points. These 60s will stay nice and comfy, okay? Because we've been in the 50s. I mean, so we're just now tomorrow getting back into the 60s. Got to adjust this a little bit. I don't know why this map does this, or graphic, I should say. It misplaces the days of the week, and so every time you pull it up, they're in a different spot, and you got to adjust it a little bit. Should just take a moment. Let's get that one there. Get you there, and I think that should do it. Does that look right? That's good. Okay, so yeah, we're going to see a rise in dew points by the weekend. That's going to help trigger a couple of isolated showers because we're dry till then. Hey, Gabriella, love you too. Hope everything's good. Thanks, Lise. D'Anthony Salon and Spa, okay? I got to give him a plug because Diane, great business owner. Can I tell you the Diane Diaz De Leon story? Because it's a great one. Leon Valley hairstylist, and I always make fun of her for this name, Hair Tech 2000. That was her original salon, and the flood of '98 did such extensive damage, she had no way of rebuilding in Leon Valley. So she searches for new property, lands in Helotes. In Helotes starts D'Anthony Salon Spa. Her husband Anthony does a lot of the construction work, the electrical, does a lot of the build out. He takes care of that. They open a second, they open a third, and now thriving with 3 awesome salons, D'Anthony Salon Spa. Okay, the plug is over. But I'll tell you, it speaks for itself. Come on. I mean, look at that. That's a cut. Love Diane. Good friend. Don wants to go to hurricane relief. I bet. So it's going to be South Central Louisiana, Terry. It'll probably be Morgan City landfall by about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Just called to make an appointment with a psychic, but she told me that I don't show up. See? Then you don't make the appointment, right? Hanak, what's up? Great to see you. It's been a minute. How you been? Hey, Sheila, good evening to you too. All right, so north winds will keep things nice. We'll start getting easterly winds by, you can see, Thursday pretty much, and then we'll start getting a difference. Okay, upper levels. I want to show you that you can see where Francine is going when you take a look at this next graphic. This is going to be the upper level winds at about 500 to 800 millibars. And notice that as we're going up, you see that closed circle over, pretty much centered over Memphis, okay, northeast Arkansas. Excuse me, that's Friday position of Francine. Shrinking a little bit, but then gone and up to the north. Notice the big ridge of high pressure over Texas. Okay, that's going to be a quiet weather pattern for us. You also see a big high right over, see that clockwise spin on the upper winds? That's rotating around a high, excuse me, that's south of us over central Mexico. So that's the big ridge of high pressure. That's going to keep us very, very quiet over the next 48 to 72. I think it'll be, watch, see these little disturbances from the west coming in? Right now over Big Bend, heading in Saturday. Saturday stays quiet, but we might get an isolated shower in here by Sunday, Monday time frame. Rain chance only running at 20%. I still see a pretty good ridge. Low pressure dropping in out west. You can see a little bit of a dip on the jet there. But all in all, not a big change moving forward. Not a lot of rain in the forecast. In fact, let's take a look at the 7-day QPF, quantitative precipitation forecast, QPF, and see what we're expecting over the next 7 days. Lisa's looking for a new, oh, please go to DeAnthony, and please tell, she's got a tremendous team at all 3 salons. So Helotes, then there's one at 410 Nacogdoches, and then there's one at I-10 Paso Dominion. Right? Past it? Yes. Past it. Like Leon Springs. Okay? 3 locations. There's got to be one near you. Fantastic. Tell her I sent you. So here's, and that's for Diane. Try to get, if you can't get with Diane, she's got a tremendous team. So look at that. Less than 1/4 of an inch over the next 7 days. So again, this dry forecast, not going to be changing much in the coming days and in the next week between now and Helotes is closest. Yeah, Lise, you'll love it. It's a great salon. They've got all kinds of great services. And like I said, let them know I sent you. No, Lupe, right? I would wash your car. Hit it. Definitely wash it. There's no rain in the forecast. There we are on the beautiful San Antonio River, taking our little Go Rio cruise. 93. Okay, the other effect, the sinking air motion will heat us up. So on the backside, we keep that north wind at the surface. That'll be nice. But we're also going to be getting a little bit hotter and warmer every afternoon. 96 Thursday, 98 Friday. That means south of us, southwest especially, there are some triple-digit days coming for Pearsall, Cotulla, Pleasanton. You'll all probably hit 100 on Friday. Then mid-90s over the weekend with that rain chance I mentioned, only 20%, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Then we'll drop it into next week, bringing it back on Saturday, Sunday, 21st and 22nd. So not any big changes. And hey, Lupe, you're welcome. David, today I was checked by Dr. BG. I hope, oh my gosh, no. Nice, Dr. BG, huh? Please, no more. Hanak, I think we're done. I am confident we are done with 100s. Can I call it the Billy T guarantee? I think I will. Hello, I'm Billy T, and it's the Billy T guarantee. No more 100 degrees of this summer. We're done. Book it. There it is. Bang. Watch, now Friday we're going to hit 100, now that I've said it, right? That's actually what happened last year. I issued the, I'll never forget, it was on like a Sunday. That following Monday we hit 100. It was only one more that we hit, but it was 100. The weather business can be very humbling at times. Probably not here. Yeah, Catula, you're hitting 100 on Friday. Oh, I guarantee you. Maybe 101 or 102, actually. All right, there's your 14-day outlook. 2 weekends, not one. 2, because we love you. You're special enough that you deserve 2 weekend outlooks, not just one. Love you guys. God bless you. And we'll see you on Eyewitness News at 10. We should be going on time, right, David? Yeah. Asking the great David Lynch. Alyssa, our digital ninjas tonight. You guys doing all right? Everybody all right? Yep. So, yeah, we should be on time because the debate is timed. It's not like a convention and all the speeches and that stuff. So, yeah, we'll see you on Eyewitness News at 10. God bless you. Good night.